Sankarea might be the weirdest romance anime I've seen.
Now that I'm a zombie, will you please take care of me?
Have one here. Okay, listen, hear me out.
Let me ask you a question. When you were watching Zom 100 and falling for yet another cartoon girl, how did you react when she turned into a zombie? Did you think, oh man, that really sucks? Or did you think, if the latter applies, you're not gonna make it, but you're probably gonna like this anime. 2012 was an interesting year. People went crazy for a certain calendar, the first gay US president won re-election, and a little show called Sankarea arrived on the scene, and no one seems to remember it.
That's not the only thing you forgot, Short Bus.
Like, I didn't watch it when it came out. It was 2012. I had no respect for anime and even less for the people who watched it. You know, I don't even remember how I found out about this thing. It just sort of ended up on my plan to watch list. And here we are. I'm making a video about some trashy, ecchi romance, comedy, horror anime. It's actually pretty good. Chihiro is a guy who loves zombies a little too much.
Ever since I was a kid, I've dreamed of having a zombie girlfriend.
He also really loves his cat, so it hits him pretty hard when a car hits his cat pretty hard. Chihiro uses his knowledge of zombies and a mysterious old notebook to create a potion that might resurrect his furry friend. But while working on this unholy concoction, he accidentally overhears the richest girl in town venting her daddy issues.
I don't care if you're just trying to commemorate my growth, Father! I don't like you taking naked pictures of me on my birthday!
One awkward introduction later, and the two hit it off. She decides to help him with the potion, and what do you know, they figure it out. But her abusive father ruins the celebration, one thing leads to another, and she's a zombie. Now it's up to Chihiro to help Rhea adjust to her new life, or lack thereof. I used a bunch of terms to describe this thing, but they don't really do a good job at painting the picture. Life is a very precious gift. There's a beauty in this world that can always be appreciated by those who look hard enough. A light summer rain on a Sunday morning, the sounds of children laughing as they play, the warmth of holding close someone who cares. But for many people, life isn't so precious a gift. There are no sweet summer days, no signs of joy, no comforts nor close ones. Just shackles and chains. What's so great about life if you aren't allowed to live it? To make your own choices, to speak with your own voice, to be a real human being, and not some doll decorated according to someone else's desires. What do you do when you can't do anything? Keep trying everything, even if you know you'll achieve nothing? What's the point of that if you already know how things are gonna turn out? Why not just skip to the end and save yourself the pain of dreaming of a better tomorrow that you know won't come? Life is a very precious gift, but reality can be cruel. If you'll only be happy in your wildest fantasies, then can you really be blamed for wanting to sleep?
Among Us.
I can't really pin down the feel of this show. The series starts and ends with a more dramatic tone and elements from other horror stories, but that middle section is very much a romantic comedy littered with the hallmarks of ecchi, with random bits of character development that threw me off in a good way. Each episode left me unsure of what to expect because I came into the series expecting ecchi trash, but it really isn't that. Maybe it's messy at times and I could do without certain tropes, but I do like these characters. I do like the way the show looks, and I do like the story being told. I imagine a lot of people are going to be filtered by the MC. There are many perverted main characters for all different kinds of shows out there, but I don't think I've ever seen a literal necrophiliac.
Wow, it just hit me. Now that Rhea is a zombie, she's basically my dream girl.
By the way, his mom is dead, so make of that what you will. I was expecting a main character who goes ballistic for booba, or suffers the most accurate depiction of a panic attack in media you'll ever see after the cashier asks cash or credit. And instead, I saw a pretty normal dude, paired with less of a zombie and more of a goth girl that smiles. They are shockingly believable as a couple. Even before she became a zombie, I never felt like the story was bending over backwards to get this man a GF. He's not ashamed of his interest, and he's got plenty of confidence too. He might be a scumbag, but he's kind of a chill dude. It almost made me forget he exclusively wants to bone zombies.
I know you think I'm joking, but I'm not. They're just the only ones who do it for me.
Sankarea confuses me. It has an absolutely degenerate premise with a sleazy MC and a vulnerable love interest, So why are they actually cute together? Why do the other characters have thought put into them? Why does the art style go so hard? Why is this show actually pretty good? It's not lost on me that my praise is essentially things could have been a lot worse, but I mean, yeah, that's kind of my point here. Ecchi as a genre is the anime equivalent of those TikToks with Subway Surfers taking up half the screen. The main video is just so uninteresting that no one's gonna watch it unless you appeal to the goldfish brain. That replaced the gameplay with massive anime knockers and panty shots, and that's 90% of Ecchi. It is a whole lot of nothing. But this is something I didn't expect. I was interested, intrigued, and disappointed to find out it never really finished. There's only 13 episodes of the show, which cover about 2 volumes of an 11-volume manga. There are a couple of OVA that tell some side stories, but the main event ends on a cliffhanger, which sucks so much because the stakes really shot up in that final episode. But it's been like 10 years now. I don't think the show's coming back. Granted, I didn't expect the devil as a part-timer to come back after 10 years either, but that show was really popular, while this one isn't really. So, having said all of that, can I still recommend you check this one out, even though it's pretty perverted, ends on a massive cliffhanger, and was more or less a glorified ad for a manga I didn't read? Yeah, sure, why not? Anyways, until next time, Ave Maria, Deus Vult, and is that rigor mortis, or are you just happy to see me? Okay, that's disgusting.